A super security trip. How did Zelensky come to America? Hello to Channel General Press. Welcome. Polish television broadcast footage of Zelensky at a train station on the border with Ukraine. The extraordinary security measures that were used in the middle of the war with Russia for the visit of Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, to America, only show how vital the relationship between the two countries is in this situation for both sides. On Tuesday, December 20th, after visiting the Eastern War Front in Ukraine, Mr. Zelensky began his journey to Washington by taking a train bound for Poland, and from there he boarded a U.S. Air Force plane, which, according to reports, was carrying a NATO surveillance plane and an F-15 fighter jet. He was escorted. Reports of his visit to Washington began early last week, but it was not officially confirmed until Wednesday morning, when U.S. officials confirmed that the Ukrainian president was safely on his way to the U.S. capital. Such a trip had been talked about for months, but the final arrangements were made very quickly. The two presidents talked about it on December 11th, and 3 days later the official invitation to the office Mr. Zelensky arrived. The final planning for the trip began when the president of Ukraine accepted the American invitation. Air travel was too dangerous due to the threat of Russian missiles being launched into Ukraine. For this reason, Mr. Zelensky secretly went to Poland by night train from Ukraine. He was seen on Wednesday morning at the train station in the border town of Przemysl. In the images of Polish TV, the president of Ukraine can be seen at the train station. Several people are moving with him, and behind him is a train with the yellow and blue flag of Ukraine. He and his companions boarded a convoy of cars that were waiting for them, including a black Chevrolet Suburban, which is one of the popular models among American government cars. Since the beginning of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, many Western leaders and officials have gone to meet Volodymyr Zelensky by train. But this was the first time that he left the country's borders by train. The presidents of the United States and Ukraine at the White House shortly after arriving in Poland. Live flight data showed a Boeing C-40B aircraft taking off from Rzeszów Airport, about 80 kilometers west of the train station. The plane was heading northwest towards Britain. But before it entered North Sea airspace, a NATO spy plane had scouted the area, as Russian submarines patrol the Black Sea. An American F-15 fighter jet also took off from a base in England to escort Mr. Zelensky's plane on part of its journey. Finally, the plane landed near the capital of the United States after a 10-hour flight around noon Washington time. After Mr. Zelensky's arrival, the United States Secret Service took over the responsibility of protecting him, as it does for leaders of other countries who visit the United States. Senior security officials told ABC that they were concerned about the possibility of an incident occurring during the Ukrainian president's visit to Washington. One of them told this network, "We are fully aware that Russia has agents in this country who may do something. We knew how sensitive the situation is. It seems that Volodymyr Zelensky's trip was done without any special problems. But American security officials will be completely relieved when he arrives in Kiev safe and sound. Putin and the Kremlin know that he has to go back to his country," a U.S. security official told ABC.